I can't wait to share. Does coffee cause acne? Directly hydrate our skin pala. The Skin Diary. What food can cause acne? It's good for your skin. It's a myth about skincare. Big culprit. Stress cause acne. How about if I commute? Prevent cystic acne. Exercise cause acne. Secret product. Pimple patch. Hey Cam fam, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing another acne Q&A because I feel like it's been a while since our last acne Q&A, which was with Doc Vicky. So I think that was around 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So 6 years ago na. And so now let's do another acne Q&A. I asked some questions from you guys. I also included my own questions that I feel like you guys will be interested in. So if you want to understand acne more, make sure to watch this vlog because that's the whole purpose of this. So I feel like acne is something that really confuses a lot of people. I personally was very confused during the height of my acne. I felt like I was doing everything right, but why am I still getting acne? So that's why I went on a deep dive on everything acne related. And now that I have my own beauty brand, CKIN, I feel like I know more, especially when we were developing CKIN's Skinfulness Daily Self-Care Kit, and also while talking with our skin experts like Dr. Katerina and Emma and the entire team. My knowledge on acne has really grown tenfold, and I feel like this is something I want to share with you guys. It's also something that is part of CKIN's brand identity. If you guys remember, I promised that, CKIN isn't just about selling products, it's about a holistic lifestyle, and for you guys to have a holistic lifestyle that promotes skin health, you need to be able to understand acne and why this is happening to you. So hopefully this Q&A helps you guys. Question number 1, is acne hereditary? The answer is yes, adult acne can be hereditary because our genes actually affect our sebum production, how we deal with inflammation, and also how our skin reacts to bacterial growth. So yes, it is hereditary, sadly. But it doesn't mean that you can't do anything to manage your acne. There are a lot of ways, which we'll be talking about later on as well. What are the causes of acne? For me, you guys know that my acne is primarily hormonal, so our hormones for sure. Our lifestyle choices like our diet. So it's not just about what we put onto our skin, although that can also cause acne, but also what we put into our bodies. Also like our sleep habits, the way that we rest, the way that we manage stress, also our environment, pollutants, all of those. So those can cause acne. Okay, so let's talk about hormonal acne. I got a lot of questions on this. So how does our hormones affect acne? So first of all, men can also have hormonal acne. It's not just women. It's just that I guess we hear more of hormonal acne on women. So that is why a lot of people have this misconception that, men don't get hormonal acne. So we all go through these hormonal fluctuations when we are going through, let's say, puberty, or when we're about to get a menstruation, during menopause, during pregnancy. So all of these stages in our lives cause our hormones to fluctuate, and that's why these hormonal changes can cause acne. So for us, the primary hormones that we are looking at are progesterone and estrogen. Like for example, when we get pregnant, that's why according to studies, 40% of pregnant women actually experience acne. It's because of the high levels of progesterone when we are pregnant. Also, when we experience our menstruation, when it's about to come, a lot of us also break out. It's because of the low levels of estrogen in our bodies. Estrogen increases collagen, also maintains skin moisture. So that is why when our estrogen level is low, then our skin barrier is also more sensitive. And since we're already on the topic of hormonal acne, one person asked, how do you know if it's hormonal acne? Usually it's a chin, especially cystic acne around your chin. So that's already kind of a telltale sign that you have hormonal acne. But there are ways for us to manage hormonal acne, which brings me to my next question. What can I do to manage hormonal acne? So I think the best way is really understanding our cycle and how our hormones change during our cycle. This is something that I really learned with my brand CKIN and our skin expert, Dr. Katerina Steventon. So she told me that hormonal fluctuations for women typically happen in a certain pattern across 4 different phases. So we have the follicular phase, the ovulation phase, the luteal phase, and the menstruation phase. So I know this sounds so scientific, but I feel like when you understand these different phases, you'd be able to better prepare your skin for what's to come. So we start off with the menstrual phase. So it's around like day 1 to 5, right? So this is when we have our period. I don't know for you guys, but for me, I always feel my ugliest like right before I get my period and during my period. So you'd notice during this menstrual phase, your skin kind of feels dry and dull. This is because your progesterone and estrogen levels are at their lowest. So you're not really producing as much oils. By understanding this, then you'd know that when it comes to your skincare, you need to be on the more gentler side. Maybe stay away from the exfoliation, like those aggressive like peels and treatments, stay away from that. So make sure that your skin is really hydrated with like a proper skin hydrator so that you're helping your skin barrier be healthier and less sensitive during this time. And then after that, you enter into like the follicular phase, which is like the day 6 to 12. So our progesterone and estrogen levels slowly amp up. They're slowly coming back. So then your energy also feels like it's already coming back. You don't feel as sluggish. Your skin also starts feeling more hydrated. You start to look more dewy, you know, more radiant. And so this is a time that you can do more of the treatments, gentle peels and masks to really help boost your cell renewal and just help boost your skin. And then after that, you enter into the ovulatory phase, which is around like 1 to 2 days lang. So ito na, your estrogen levels are at its peak. This is really when you feel the most beautiful. Your skin is glowing. You'd also notice that this is the time that your skin is clear. It looks healthier. So this is the best time for you to get like a cleaning to really make sure that you're preparing your skin for the next phase. Na walang mga clogged pores, there are no comedones. You just want to clear your face of any impurities because this is also when your skin is at its, I guess, strongest. So then really perfect time siya for you to really do these types of treatments so that you're preparing your skin for the luteal phase, which is when your progesterone levels are at its highest. So ito na. So this is when you really feel like there's excess sebum and you just don't feel as pretty. So this is your day 17 to 28 of your cycle. And then your progesterone and estrogen levels also like really drops. So that is why the reduced hormone levels, this is what causes our PMS. This is when we feel like sluggish and then bloating, we feel fatigued, and we have these mood swings. So this is a time that we feel that we're oilier, and then at the same time, our skin doesn't also feel as hydrated because our estrogen levels are really low. So that is why in the previous phase, which is the ovulation phase, that is the time that you're supposed to prepare your skin for this, for the dun dun dun. So what do you do? So when it comes to your skincare products, it's nice to have like mga purifying masks to help you like unclog your pores, to help with the excess sebum production, and to make sure that your skin barrier is also really, really healthy. Focus on those types of products that support your skin barrier. Also, this is the time that, you know, breakouts start to happen. So that's when you use your SOS products. And then for men naman, men also experience hormonal acne because of their testosterone primarily. So when they have high levels of testosterone, there's also a lot of sebum production. So they tend to have like oilier skin, which can lead to clogged pores and then cause breakouts. And then for example, if you're a guy that has facial hair, this also doesn't help your cause because it can trap more moisture and more like gunk and impurities. It's the perfect breeding area for bacteria. So that is why if you're a guy, it's very important to really focus on proper hygiene and to make sure that you're always clean and that you're well hydrated as well. Because if you don't hydrate your skin, then the more that your sebaceous glands would try to produce more oil, so then more clogged pores and then more breakouts. What food can cause acne? Okay, so this is actually a topic I'm very, very passionate about because I also experienced this. Aside from hormonal acne, because of what I was eating, I experienced breakouts because it just wasn't agreeing with my gut. So I am a true believer that your diet is a huge, 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 huge part of your skin health because your skin, much like any other organ in your body, gets nourished by the food that you eat. So what are the types of food that you need to stay away from, especially if you're acne prone? So number one are high glycemic index foods, so high in sugar basically. So mga sugary drinks, soft drinks, and snacks. White bread, that's really high as well. Cakes, desserts, fast foods like burgers and fried chicken. So these types of foods kasi causes like sudden spikes in your blood sugar, which leads to more insulin production and also hormonal imbalances, which can worsen acne. Another one is dairy. Dairy is highly inflammatory, so you really want to stay away from dairy. A lot of our skinship members actually have cut out dairy because we also do like consultations with a few of our skinship members. Our skin experts study their diet, and by just cutting like sugar and also dairy, we see a huge improvement in their skin. And so milk is really a big culprit, especially if you're drinking skimmed milk because they have a higher concentration of hormones and other bioactive molecules like steroids and growth factors, which can worsen acne. So our skin experts really advise our skinship members to stay away from cow's milk and maybe just go for plant-based alternatives instead, like coconut milk, almond milk. Another one is alcohol. I mean, we know that alcohol isn't necessarily good for your body, but it's also really not good for your skin. It can increase like fat production in your skin cells, so it can really worsen acne as well. So really quickly, avoid high glycemic index foods, also processed foods, mga packaged snacks, ready-made meals, stay away from those, dairy, cow's milk, quick carbs like white bread, pastries, sugary cereals, fast food or fried food, so like french fries, burgers, fried chicken, and anything sugary, so mga sodas, desserts, stay away. And then when it comes to like foods that can help your skin, so plant-based diets are of course really good and welcome. Focus on foods that are rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. So mga berries, those are really good. Kale, also really good. And then go for whole grains and fiber, so like oats, quinoa, brown rice as opposed to white rice, because mga rich in fiber food can contribute to a healthier gut microbiome, and healthy gut is good for your skin. You know, the gut and the skin, they're very connected. Nuts and seeds, because they're rich in vitamin E and zinc and omega-3 fatty acids, which are really nice for like skin repair, reducing inflammation, and just promotes like a really healthy glow on your skin. So mga flaxseed, almonds, chia seeds, like that. And then fatty fish is also really good, like salmon, mackerel, sardines, because again, these are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, so they help reduce skin inflammation and they repair your skin barrier. And then finally, mga lean protein like legumes, chicken, turkey, because they have essential amino acids that can really help with your skin elasticity, with collagen production and skin repair, which helps with your skin elasticity and firmness. So yeah, so these are really good for you. Also, I think if you're able to, it's nice to also check if you have any deficiencies in terms of like nutrients and vitamins, because nutrient deficiencies can also cause acne. Like if you don't have enough vitamin D in your system, that can cause acne, or vitamin A, B12, zinc. So these are all important nutrients for us to maintain in our body, or else it can also cause acne. Someone asked, does coffee cause acne? Actually, I thought yes, but while working with the skin experts, I actually learned that caffeine doesn't really cause acne. I mean, it can impact your skin health because it may increase stress levels and cortisol, but studies show that it doesn't really cause acne directly. So how other people see the correlation, maybe like, oh, they drink coffee and then suddenly they start to feel a breakout coming, is maybe the dairy that you drink with your coffee. So as simple as changing the dairy component of your coffee, just changing, let's say, your milk into almond milk or oat milk will help greatly. Okay, how does stress cause acne? This is something that is kind of a mystery for all of us, right? I mean, when we're so stressed, when we're so sad, and when we're going through a breakup or during finals at school, bagets, nakaka-relate. But I still remember those days. They're not that far behind. Diba, you'd notice like your skin is affected by this, you get your breakouts and stuff like that, because stress really does a number on our skin. Because again, stress also is connected to our hormones, and hormones very much affect our skin, which is what we've been talking about all along. So the primary hormone that is to blame is really cortisol. Our cortisol levels, we want them to not be high. When we're stressed, they're high. And this triggers a cascade of negative effects on our skin. Like if you have a prolonged elevated level of cortisol, your sebum production, meaning your oiliness, this is highly affected. So it increases your sebum production, so then again, clogged pores, so then breakouts. Cortisol also affects your skin barrier. It can really weaken your skin barrier, which then makes your skin much more prone to irritation and damage and dehydration. Cortisol also reduces your skin's resilience because it affects your skin's immune system. So then your skin's healing also takes a number. It takes longer to heal your skin. Also, it doesn't help with the inflammation. So overall, it just reduces your skin's ability to fight infection and to repair. So that is why if you've been following Skin on Instagram, we always post some helpful tips there. We always stress the importance, no pun intended, the importance of having rest and recovery and really focusing on not just your skin health, but also your mental health, your emotional state, and really just making sure that, you know, you lead a balanced lifestyle, not just when it comes to food for your body, but also for your mind. Because again, this is proven by science. Stress can really affect your skin. Does exercise cause acne? You know, during my adolescent days, I thought that yes. Like, bakit after I work out, I would get acne on my back? Like, is it because the mat ba on the gym is dirty? Baka it's the mat of the gym. So what I did was, I brought a towel with me all the time, and I would always put my towel over the mats of the gym, or if I'm, let's say, leaning on a chair, I would also put my towel there. And then every time, right after I work out, I would make sure to wipe off. Like, if I'm not able to shower right away, I would at least get a wet towel and just wipe my entire body and my face and everything. And that really helped. After that, I wouldn't get any more breakouts on my back. And after reading the studies that I got from our skin experts, I realized, oh my gosh, I've been doing something correct all along. Haba ng sagot ko, pero basically the short answer is exercise itself doesn't cause acne. But then the sweat, because actually regular exercise is actually good pa nga for you because it increases your blood flow, which then makes your skin skin healthier. And that's why after a workout, you'll see that you have that glow, right? I mean, I personally see it, like right after a Pilates workout, I see that my cheeks are flushed, I look dewy, di lang siya pawis, dewy talaga siya. So the increased blood flow, the circulation is really good for our body overall, and that the skin is included there. So what causes it is that actually when you sweat from your workout and then you don't exercise proper hygiene, so sweat itself doesn't really cause acne. I mean, it's basically salt and water, right? But it can create a moist environment for the bacteria to grow. And that is why if you just let your sweat stay there and you don't let the sweat breathe through, like it's all just there in your body, in your face, then that can trap dirt and bacteria, then potentially lead to clogged pores and then breakouts. So it's really just about exercising proper hygiene. So for me personally, I don't like putting makeup on when I'm working out, just to, again, you don't want to trap anything in there, you don't want to clog any pores, you don't want to trap any bacteria. So make sure that you're also wearing comfortable outfits. Wipe down any surface that is shared in the gym so that you prevent the spread of bacteria. Keep your hair off your face because your hair can trap sweat and oil, which then, you know, is a perfect place for bacteria. Then after exercising, make sure to clean your skin to wipe off all the excess sweat and any dirt, anything like that. How about if I commute? Does commuting also cause acne? I think the short answer here is really what commuting exposes you to. Well, it also exposes all of us, but I think you're more exposed when you commute to pollutants, to dirt, to particles in the air. And of course, this can cause clogging of the pores. So again, bacteria, again, breakouts. Also, we are in a super hot and humid country. So again, this is really like the perfect place for breakouts. And also something that I learned from the skin experts is that pollutants can actually deplete your skin's natural antioxidants, vitamin C and vitamin E, which are all really helpful for your skin. So in order for you to, I guess, prevent this is that you need to make sure that your skin barrier is healthy. So how do you do this? By making sure that your skincare products are products that actually help repair your skin barrier. So it also makes your skin much more resilient to these pollutants. It's really helpful to apply like a daily hydrator because a daily hydrator hydrates your skin and gives that barrier that you need to help protect and strengthen your skin from all these harmful particles from penetrating your skin. Is there such a thing as over cleansing? Yes. Over cleansing, actually in general, no matter what product that is, like it could be a cleanser, a toner, a hydrator, if you use something too much, it can damage your skin. I mean, these products are made to be used a certain way, and if you use them a different way, then it can really affect your skin. Before, when I had like really bad acne, I thought that if I cleansed my face all the time, then it would help my case, but actually no, it did the opposite. It stripped my skin of its natural oils. It just weakened my skin barrier, which then made my skin highly reactive. So yeah, it's really not good to over cleanse. You have to make sure that, you know, it's all about the balance. It's not about having a squeaky clean feeling that like parang akala mo Ginoy, nag-Joy ultra clean liquid detergent ka on your face. Like that's not what you want. So what are the ingredients that are good for acne prone skin? So these are the ingredients that we also made sure to have when we were making Skinfulness Daily Self-Care Kit. So in your skincare routine, you need products that cleanse, exfoliate, and hydrate. And then lastly, UV protection, because that's really important. So that is why if we look at the ingredients of our Skinfulness Cleanser, our Skinfulness Toner Essence, and our Skinfulness Hydrator, you will see all of these are covered. So the ingredients that you're supposed to look for are ingredients that cleanse, exfoliate, and hydrate. So in our cleanser, what's important for us is to really make sure that the ingredients that we put in there can control sebum and minimizes pores and helps clear blackheads. And then for our toner essence naman, that's where exfoliation comes in so that we'd be able to do like spot and blemish control. But at the same time, it's supposed to be able to soothe your skin because, you know, you don't want to just keep exfoliating your skin, but you really need to be able to soothe your skin because if you're acne prone, chances are your skin is highly irritated, which is also why you need a hydrator that is able to repair your skin barrier while at the same time hydrating your skin. So the key ingredients that we included here to be able to do all of that are salicylic acid, lactic acid, lactobionic acid. So these are all exfoliating ingredients that are highly effective but at the same time gentle. And then we also have niacinamide, which helps control sebum. Salicylic also. Niacinamide also is something that helps with the inflammation. But we also have panthenol and Centella asiatica, which also helps with inflammation. So it helps soothe and calm your skin. And then for protecting your skin barrier and helping with the repair, we also added in, aside from Centella asiatica, vitamin E, Adresil, panthenol, hyaluronic acid. So all really good ingredients for your skin. And what's important here is that all these ingredients are on an active level, meaning the amount of these ingredients in our products is the right amount for you to actually see the effects on your skin. And we also didn't include any of the fluff. So there are ingredients that you want to look for in a product, but there are also ingredients that you don't want in your product. products. So these are the ingredients that can cause irritation in your skin, especially when you have a highly reactive skin. So like fragrances, unnecessary preservatives, mineral oil, parabens, silicones, sulfates, colorants, alcohol. So even though the Skinfulness Daily Self-Care Kit is gentle skincare, seeing the reviews that we've been receiving, it really just works because the ingredients are ingredients that help your skin become healthy. And at the end of the day, you want healthy skin. Healthy skin helps you combat acne. What's a myth about skincare that really surprised you? You know what really surprised me is that apparently drinking water doesn't really affect our skin's hydration level. Because all this time I've been told that, drink lots of water so that your skin is hydrated. But apparently, I was reading one of the quotes from our skin expert, Dr. Katerina, and she says, I quote, "While water is essential for overall health and helps nutrients reach the skin via blood circulation, it doesn't directly hydrate our skin. Proper skin hydration depends more on maintaining a healthy skin barrier, which regulates moisture retention and minimizes transepidermal water loss, which is the loss of water from within the body through the skin." So, in order to have a hydrated skin, it's still really about opting for a skincare routine that both adds hydration to our skin and strengthens its barrier function, and also avoiding overtreating, over-exfoliating, and protecting our skin and our barrier from the sun's harmful UV rays. So, hindi pala totoo yun. It's a myth. I mean, for our body, for our health, overall, water is really, really great, but it doesn't directly hydrate our skin pala. What kind of makeup is good for acne-prone skin? In anything, actually, in any product that you put on your face, it's really good to stay away from oil-based products. So go for oil-free makeup, oil-free skincare. Also look for non-comedogenic makeup products. Make sure that you look at the ingredients of your makeup products, especially for the base. There are no known irritants in the ingredients of your makeup products. The goal here is not to have ingredients that would clog your pores and that would cause irritation. What pimple patch do you recommend if ever you use one? Oh my gosh! Let's just say that it's something that I can't wait to share with you guys. So make sure that you follow me because this is something that I will share with you guys very, very soon, because you guys know that I'm a pimple patch connoisseur. So if it's a pimple that has already burst and then it's just an open pimple and you need to suck out all the remaining pus, then I recommend Derm Angel. That used to be called Mia Care. And I kid you not, everyone who's followed this recommendation agrees with me. No other brand can suck out the gunk as well as Derm Angel. But if you're looking for a pimple patch that actually also has active ingredients on it, then wait for my secret product. I will share it with you guys in due time, but I haven't used any pimple patch that has worked as well as this. I kid you not. It's a pimple killer. How to get rid or prevent cystic acne from forming on my skin. So again, we've talked about this. Make sure to stay away from highly inflammatory foods, which I've talked about previously. And then also make sure you prep your skin, just what I've talked about when we were talking about the hormonal changes and how your cycle affects your skin. Because if you've prepped your skin, you've exfoliated your skin, then there's less chances of you having any cystic breakouts. But when you already feel it, nandyan na, huli na ang lahat, then I recommend using spot treatment gels. Look at the ingredients like salicylic acid and make sure it has also anti-inflammatory ingredients, and a pimple patch really helps. Another thing is making sure that your skin is not just that spot, but your entire skin is being treated gently, making sure that your skin is protected, that your skin barrier is healthy. So even though you have cystic acne, make sure that you're still hydrating your skin. A lot of our Skinship members say that, after using the Skinfulness Daily Self-Care Kit, especially our toner essence and our hydrator, they've seen that the breakouts on their skin became less red and less inflamed. So it's not just about harsh ingredients. This is really where the skin barrier comes in, because a healthy skin barrier helps also with the inflammation. And a cystic pimple is basically a very, very inflamed pimple underneath your skin. What other things can you do to help you manage your acne? If you're really serious about pinpointing, like, why is this happening to my skin? Get a skin diary. So in your skin diary, you put there, the number of hours you slept, because, sleep is really important. If you get less than 7-8 hours of sleep, then that can affect your stress levels and your body, so that affects your skin. So also the food that you ate that day, your cycle. So these are things that you put in your skin diary, and then you compare that to how your skin looked, or if you experienced any breakouts, also put there like any new products that you're trying, so that you can see the correlation, like what is it really that's causing my acne. Keep a balanced diet. We've already talked about the the food. It would also be really helpful for you to maybe take probiotics, because probiotics help you have a healthy gut microbiome, and a healthy gut microbiome helps you achieve healthier skin as well. Make sure to get enough rest, not just in terms of like rest for your body, but also for your mind. Make sure that your mind gets the recovery it needs through like meditation or like quiet time. You know, just ways for you to relax, because this really is proven to also help with your skin health. Find balance in your acne skincare routine. So not just in terms of the products and the ingredients, but also in how you administer these skincare products. Make sure that you're not over treating, over cleansing, over exfoliating. Nothing too overcomplicated. Go for a skincare routine that is simple but works. And lastly, practice self-compassion. I think this is something that's really important. We talked about food, the environment, and also the ingredients and the products, but it's really important to practice self-compassion, because healthy skin comes with a healthy mind, and a healthy mind needs self-compassion. So that is it for our acne Q&A, brought about by My Baby Skin. But before I end my vlog, I just wanted to make a really exciting announcement. So you guys know that Skin is available on our own website, skincollective.com, and also on TikTok Shop, but we're now also finally available on Lazada. We just launched We Heard You. You can now add this to cart on Lazada. So yeah, it's a happy day. If you guys want more tips, anything about acne, make sure to check out our blogs on Skin Collective, and also follow Skin on TikTok and also on Instagram, because we share a lot of information there constantly. Also, if you guys have any questions about the stuff that we talked about today, make sure to leave a comment below and I'll try my best to answer them. I have my skin experts with me to help me out as well, so ask away. Bye everyone! See you on the next vlog.